Good morning, everyone. This is Gina with Peonies of America. I just wanted to share how these absolutely gorgeous peonies are coming along this year for my 2023 bloom season. It's a beautiful morning here, Saturday morning at the end of March. Grow Zone 7B. I'm in South Central Oklahoma, and I know I have many of you that have been following me on here for years. These are 3-year-old herbaceous peony plants that I put in 3 seasons ago, and this is the best I have ever seen these plants. These are in above ground containers, and they are thriving. Peonies do not like to sit in bog. They don't like to have their feet stayed wet. They like them to be more on the dry side. Oklahoma summers are very drought tolerant. It gets very hot, extremely hot, into the hundreds for months at a time. And these are above ground containers, and there's times that they don't get watered at all. So they would much prefer their feet to stay dry. I wanted to come on today and share with you just how large and productive a 3-year-old peony plant can look. Now, many of you have followed me for years, and I've shared a few videos here in the last month or so, how they've started up. And a few of you know that this bed over here is the very first bed I ever put in. And this old plant here is a coral charm. It's usually the first to bloom. I have dug it up and divided it many times, and it looks just beautiful this year. You can see just how large this plant is. Many of these are starting to put on some color, which is the most exciting, especially when you are a cultivator of peonies. The best part of waiting all year is for these to bloom, and that one is going to be quite large. I have 3 different varieties growing in these beds. I have a early, a mid, and a mid-late blooming varieties. I'm so excited to see some of these 3-year-old plants that have never had blooms on them. So some of these will be their first year to even bloom, but some of them are just spectacular. So by having early, mid, and mid-late varieties, my bloom time is extended. These will start to bloom in the next week. I'm already getting color on most, on many. And then the smaller plants that you see in here will come a few weeks later, and then a few weeks later after that. So my blooming time will extend into May. And then yours will start to open, the people farther up north. Look at the color. And what a beautiful time in the morning to come out right before everything is starting to dry off. We received a couple inches of rain night before last, so everything is really good and soaked before everything starts to bloom. Look at this one. This is a first year blooming, and the bud on it is not even close to opening, but it's very large. I can hear some turkey in the background. This one produces side buds, and since this is the first year it's going to bloom, I'm going to take as many of the side buds off as I see. I really take the side buds off so the plant can put more energy into one bloom. Most of the early variety peonies do not produce side buds. And I have walked these every day. And making sure most of these do not produce side buds this year. And I think I've got most of them covered. But they will be here soon, and I am so excited to be able to share the early blooms with you here in Grow Zone 7B, South Central Oklahoma area. And I also have another in-ground bed of peonies that I grow. Thanks for taking the time, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.